Hey everyone, so the other day I did a quick top 10 favorites of my regular MAC lipsticks. So today I thought I would do my top 10 limited edition lipsticks. Now this was so hard, even harder than doing the 10 regular MAC lipsticks because I pretty much love all of my limited edition MAC. So I picked my top 10. I tried to be fair, I tried to get all the colors in, but you know, that's hard considering, you know, I know the ones that I really have my favorites and I didn't want to pass them up in favor of choosing more variety. So I'm going to start with Pink Friday. It's a satin and it's a light baby pink. I love it because it applies almost matte looking when it's on the lips. It was really limited edition and it was released with the Nicki Minaj. It was released for Nicki Minaj's album. I believe it was only available on certain Fridays in 2011, in October or November, one of those months. I actually bought mine from somebody on Instagram. I got lucky because people are selling this lipsticks for like $100 on eBay, which is extensive. But if you like this color and you're looking for something a little baby pink, you can always go with Saint Germain or a color like that. Very similar. But this is highly limited edition, but I love that color. It's a satin, but it looks like a matte. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful baby pink. So if you have it, or you want something similar, like I said, Saint Germain is pretty close. I mean, they're not identical, they're not dupes, but they're pretty close. And baby pink really isn't that hard to find, so this color isn't that rare. I just like the way it applies. I like everything about it. It's moisturizing without being overly drying, so it's one of my faves. Actually, this color is my top favorite. I don't know why I didn't say it first, and that's Heroine. I use mine a lot. I have backups of this, thank God. I'd be so upset if I didn't. I actually got this when it came out with Real Sexy, and I actually had to get mine off eBay because it had sold out online when I finally got to the collection. And I paid a decent amount. I paid maybe like $25 for this last year. And then of course it was released again with fashion sets. So there was plenty of opportunities to get your hand on it. It's a bright purple. It doesn't look bright right here, but it's a very vivid purple. That's what I mean by bright. It's opaque. It's matte. I mean, it is purple. It leans, I would say maybe it leans slightly blue, slightly, but it's a very flattering color. I've never seen it look bad on anyone. Like, it's opaque, it applies creamy, it's not too drying. It's like the holy grail of purples. It's flattering without being too over the top. You know, it's one of those purples you need in your collection. Another one of my favorite limited edition ones is Viva Glam Nikki, the first one. I love how much of a coral pink this is. If you weren't able to get your hands on this color, I think it's still available on the site. And if it isn't, you can check out Wet n Wild's Pinkerbell. I think it's the exact same color. I believe that's the shade. This is a satin finish, so let's put this right there. You do get a little bit of shine reflected off of it, but it's not too shiny, so it's still, you still get that high pigmentation. As you can see, it's like a corally pink, because it's not the same kind of pink as this. This pink, the Pink Friday leans a little more blue, but it's one of my favorites. It's right up there. Embrace Me, which is a matte. This, I know this was released before, I can't remember the collection, but most recently it was released with fashion sets, and it is a matte, hot pink. I love this shade. I love it, love it, love it. It makes me feel so girly when I wear it, and it's really opaque. Really opaque, really smooth, lots of color, lots of pigmentation. It's just a must-have in my collection. On those days where I feel like Candy Yum Yum's just too bright, too neon, and I still want that pop of pink, I still want that matte formula, I go for Embrace Me. My all-time favorite limited edition red, as you know, my all-time favorite red is Ruby Woo, but my favorite limited edition red is Ruffian red. I always think I'm saying that wrong. Ruffian. And this is a matte red. I'm wearing it on my lips now. And it's a darker red than, I believe, Ruby Woo. I believe it's a little bit darker. But I love the way it applies. It's not that retro matte finish, so it's still got a little bit of, tiny bit of sheen to it, but it's still a matte. It's not as dry. It doesn't tug on the lips like Ruby Woo does, even though I love my Ruby Woo. But it's one of my top limited edition reds. And I know you can get Reds are pretty common, you know, they're not that hard to find, but if that's my go-to red if I'm in my limited edition box. I have another pink on my list, I'm sorry, and that is my first MAC lipstick, which is Hollywood Nights. It's a satin finish, and it's another hot pink. It leans blue. It's got that satin finish, but it's so creamy, so pigmented. It is my absolute favorite pink. It was my first MAC lipstick ever. I had bought their eyeshadows, I had bought other products, but this was my first MAC lipstick and I loved it. I saw it on Raquel Reed. She was wearing it and I saw that and I said, I need that. And I got it and I've been hooked ever since. My favorite orange that's limited edition is Tangerine Dream, because it's so orange and it leans a little bit yellow, but it's great because it's a luster and you can just have a hint of orange, or you could have that full orange look if you layer it on, since like I said, it is a luster. It's not going to have that pop of color. It's not going to come out of the tube looking like this on your lips. You can build it up gradually, like swipe, 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 or just put one quick swipe for that light burst of orange. And it was this came out recently in the All About Orange collection. So that's one swipe. As you can see, it's very light, or you can build it up. I like that option. Usually I would like a color that's just pop of color right away that I don't have to build up. This is one of those rare exceptions for me. This is Warm Companion. This is a frost. This came out with the Après Chic collection, and I just love, if you can look at it, it's got a little bit of glow to it. I love how glowy it leaves my lips looking. It's good for winter, it's good for summer. I just love how it just gives my lips a shine. And you'll see in the lip swatches, which I'm going to be including at the end, that it actually, when it goes over your natural lip color, it lets it show through a little bit, and it adds that luster. Even though it's a frost, it just adds that dimension of shine to your lips, that like golden shine, without looking too frosty. The next one is Sunsonic. This came out with the Neo Sci-Fi collection, I believe. Neo Sci-Fi, whatever. This is a frost. This lipstick reminds me of the 80s, but because it reminds me of the 80s, I love it. So it might not be for everyone, but I personally love this one. It's a little bit shinier, more frosty than Warm Companion. And this one will cover up your natural lip color. And if you layer it on, it gets even frostier. But I absolutely love it. I love the reflection. I love how it reflects the light. I wear that. Usually if I wear a smoky eye, I'll wear that. And it's like the nude that's just so shiny. I love it. And last but not least is Caliente, which is a dazzle, which is from the what you call it, I'm forgetting now, Temperature Rising collection. And I love this one because it's got so much glitter in it. It's such a glittery shade. Hopefully you can see it better in the lip swatch. But it's a great shade if you just want that pow of glitter on your lips without all that gritty feeling, with the smooth texture. You can wear it over lip liner. You can wear it on its own. You could wear it with the glosses included from not included, but the glosses from the Temperature Rising collection for just even more pop of that glittery color. So these are all my favorites. I know I kind of stayed in that purple, pink, red, and then orange and neutrals. I could have branched it out more, but these honestly are my top 10 favorite limited edition shades. So here are the lip swatches. I hope you enjoy them, and if you fall in love with any of them, I wish you lots of luck in finding them, because I know once MAC runs out of a color and it's limited edition, it's sometimes so hard to find it. One runner-up shade that I didn't include that I should have included is Sounds Like Noise, which is my favorite bright orange. But since Genuine Orange, the chromographic pencil, since that is pretty much the same exact color but in pencil form, and that's a permanent range, I decided not to include it. But that's my runner-up, and maybe I'll include it in a later list. But thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the lip swatches, and I'll have them on Instagram as well under Recycle Stardust. Thank you.